Madison scene. Wanna get up and go to the latest show. Theater, dance, music and arts. If you wanna be in the know, show Biz Buzz with Bruno. A singer, an author or a playwright, a dancer or an actor in the spotlight. Artists, poets, comedians too. Look at all the things Bruno has for you. If you're really keen on the Madison scene, wanna get up and go to the latest show. Theater, dance, music and arts. If you wanna be in the know, show Biz Buzz with Bruno.
Showbiz Buzz with Bruno is presented by madstheater.com. And I've got a lot to say.
Presented by Mads Theater. Theater.com.
How I fucking feel.
Hello and welcome to Showbiz Buzz with Bruno. I'm your host, Michael Bruno. And today we have the fabulous Mercury Players Theatre, theater players, players of Mercury, talking about their wonderful show, Hamlet, with two of my favorite people in the world. Yay. Welcome to the show, everybody. So let's start off, Miss Stacy.
Hi.
Tell me a little bit about how you got involved in this and what you're doing in this production.
Sure. Hi, my name is Stacy Garbarski. I am playing Hamlet in Hamlet. And I got involved because the director, Lennox Forrester, is a good friend of mine, and we've worked together before. We did a show at Broome Street Theater called Attack of the Killer Bees. And that's how we got to know each other and how we became friends. And last fall, they asked me if I would play Hamlet for them in 2025. So now, here we are.
And what did you think when they first said that? It was like, oh, are you serious? Or did you think, yeah, I'm totally up for that?
Yes, both. I've wanted to play a role like Hamlet, or specifically Hamlet, my whole life. And the opportunity came, and I couldn't say no.
And you didn't.
And I didn't.
Yeah. So now this is an adaptation. So this is the real William Shakespeare's word for word as it's written and played normally.
Well,
right?
Yeah, because it depends. Like what? Yeah. Yes. Yes, and
I didn't mean to ask a trick question.
So it's not the uncut text that is 5 to 6 hours long.
Right.
That I don't think we do that anymore, unless if you're the BBC, but even then I don't think they do it. So it is Shakespeare. It's just it's cut for time and for continuity. That's the cool thing about Shakespeare is it's public domain, so you can adjust things as needed. But it's Hamlet. It's Shakespeare.
That's cool.
In all of its glory.
And how many people are in the cast?
That's a great question.
12.
See, yeah. You know, we'll segue right over. There's 12 people in the cast. And so, what role are you doing in the show?
I'm producing it and assistant directing it.
Cool.
I wanted to be in it, but Lennox had a dream since they were 17 years old to do Hamlet, and as I'm on the board, I'm like, well, we'll do Hamlet then next year if you have a dream for it. And the first person that we thought was Stacy to do it. I remember you mentioning a long time ago you wanted to play Hamlet.
Yeah,
like, we have to ask you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, what were some of the drawbacks of doing this particular production of Hamlet? As a producer, what are you find like for producing a show like this?
There's so many shows going on in Madison right now that it's been really hard to lock some designers down. We kind of struggle with finding people to get in there, just because there's so much going on. But we had our auditions and enough people showed up, and we were able to cast it just from there. So that was kind of nice. There's still like a hunger for that Shakespeare, I guess, around.
And were there any crossover from people from Madison Shakespeare that have done Madison Shakespeare that are in your production?
Yeah, we've got a few people
that's all they do, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they just perform Shakespeare shows.
Yeah.
Classic pieces.
But right.
Yeah, we got a lot of our good friends from MSC joining us, like Maddie O'Keefe and Travis Bedard and Julia Verstraete, some really awesome people.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in the EVU, right? You're in the smaller theater at the Bartel.
Yes, and it will be in the round. It's more of a rectangle, but there's audiences on all sides. All sides, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So you were telling me earlier that we were talking about memorizing lines, which would, if you were doing the 5-hour production, would be an enormous amount of.
And I
things to
wouldn't
do.
say yes to doing that.
But you said there was an interesting thing that you don't actually get to do the famous speech, right?
Yeah, so a lot of folks love the speech to be or not to be. Our director has had this vision since, like Matt said, since they were 17 years old. And they don't really give a shit about the to be or not to be speech. It's not that great to them. And I don't disagree. So this production of Hamlet that we're doing is from Horatio's memory. So Horatio is Hamlet's best friend. They're each other's best friends. And Horatio is actually the one, Brent Holmes, who's playing Horatio, is doing that speech because that's what makes sense in this production.
And who adapted this production? Was it somebody locally, or was it already done that way by somebody before this?
Lennox.
Oh, Lennox did it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's been a year-long time with just edits and edits and edits and edits.
Cool. That's the other thing about it being nice about public domain. You can kind of do whatever you want to do, right?
Well, and if I'm not mistaken, they were a young Shakespeare Players kid.
Yeah.
Right.
So they know the play back.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I think you have to read the first folio to be part of young Shakespeare Players, or, you know, like they really will look at these original texts and dive deeply into it. So the person adapting it knows what they're doing and what we're saying and what needs to be said.
Was there any other input from the cast once you got the show cast with that particular part of the writing of the characterization?
Definitely. Well, and there are some things that until you hear it out loud, you may think by reading it and hearing it in your mind, in your mind's eye, and seeing it, that it might sound good. But then when you have everyone together, you can put together what is necessary to keep in this production, what isn't. Does this line make sense for this character choice? Yes or no? Or is this line that I've been looking at for months not sticking in my brain? Great. Can we cut it? Do we really need this particular line in there? And we have to, because we also want to be conscientious of time. We don't want this to be a long show, but we still want to stay true to the story without it being like Shakespeare in 20 minutes type of thing. So we have a few different moving pieces. We're looking at time, we're looking at character choices, things like that.
And so how many are you doing in several acts, or you're just doing it all at one long go?
So it'll be, there are 5 acts in Hamlet. It's Act 1, Act 2, half of Act 3, intermission, Act 3, Act 4, Act 5. So that's how we've broken it up. I don't know if it's a 500-600-year-old play. I don't think I'm spoiling anything. I apologize if I am, but the intermission takes place. There's a play within the play, and that upsets Hamlet's uncle, and that's where we are taking our intermission. Is Polonius, friend of whatever, blah 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 blah, asks for lights, like, hey, lights up, let's go, and then that is lights up for our audience.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yes.
So who are the other people on the production team? Who's doing your costumes and sets and things like that?
My friend Issaka's doing costumes for us. Michelle Dayton's our property manager. John Fife from VO5 is doing our sound. My friend Jolie Sarajian, who does a lot of work for Forward Theater, is helping us with lights. So we have a stellar team behind us, people that do the stuff professionally. We really lucked out with that.
And Tana Steed is our stage manager.
Yeah, The Rock.
The Rock. I don't know if you said Issaka's last name, but Issaka Aguirre.
I didn't know how to pronounce this, so I don't want to embarrass myself.
We can always correct it.
Yeah.
Fix it in post.
Yeah.
In post, that's the problem.
Does this get fixed in post?
No. This is going out live, Stacy.
Great. That's nice. That's so good. Yeah, so we have an incredible team, incredible cast, an incredible crew, and we're all working super hard to make this come together.
And we're doing it at St. Luke's Church, and they've been nothing but gracious to us to let us use their space. It's been really awesome.
That's really nice, because finding rehearsal space in this town is
so
impossible.
hard, yeah. Especially with the Merc Lab being shut down, we don't really have a place to go anymore.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
They've been great. And even, like, we didn't have rehearsal technically scheduled last night, and we were able to use the space. No issue. folks are really accommodating. So St. Luke's, thank you very much.
And I think they're doing more rehearsal space too, so people are looking for places to go. I think they'll lease their stuff out, and it's free. So
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
really is amazing that you can find a space that's available to you and that they're not charging you.
yeah, I'm so grateful.
Yeah, that's we were incredibly lucky when we were doing Ilanthi this year that we were actually on the stage for the entire time.
Oh,
Which is
that's
such a
nice.
gift. Because going into the Bartell, it's like usually you load everything on a Sunday, and then Thursday you have an audience. It's
Yeah.
like, geez, Louise, how do you, it's like, it's always been my, craziness. It's like, so Tech Week isn't even a week. And we were so lucky to actually have, we had the set, built and ready to go before we actually got to Tech Week.
Oh, that's amazing.
Especially upstairs where it's,
That's incredible.
yeah, it is incredible. But having a rehearsal space alone to find and having it free and available, it's okay.
Yeah.
You and 5 other people have to share, 5 days a week. So you can get in there on
Yes.
Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and you have to be out by 7:30 because the choir's coming in or whatever. All the other wonderful things you have to adapt to.
Well, it's important to learn how to share.
Well, that's true. Baby, I love to share, baby. Ask my husband. He knows I love to share.
The nice thing too about our production is the set is nothing. I don't know what it is. There's nothing.
It's pretty bare, yeah.
There's a partition at one point for Gertrude's room, and it's just us and our words on stage.
I really like the intimacy of that too.
Me
it really
too.
lets the work
Yeah.
speak for itself.
Well, I do. And also, whenever you have a chair or a table on stage, that's every actor tends to go to it.
Yeah, lean
You're
on it.
I have to
Right.
touch
Right.
it. I
Yep.
have to touch it. So there have been moments where I'm like, I need something to touch. I don't know what I'm doing. And Lennox and Tanis will be like, too bad. You just have to figure it out. There's no chair. There's no table. There are some props, books, cups.
Cool sword fighting.
Sword fighting. There's a sword fight.
Nice.
These are wealthy people, so there's a little bit of fencing moment between Laertes and Hamlet. Julia and I have a sword fight that we have learned. Matt Corda is
is Matt your fight coordinator?
Yeah.
Cool.
He's fabulous.
Yeah, he's
Cool.
amazing. We're super, super lucky. They're stabbing. I don't know if there's blood.
I think we were thinking of blood, but it's gonna be
It's
too much to
just-
clean up afterwards.
Yeah,
we don't
and,
wanna deal with that, and we don't need it, right?
Well, because no one's actually dying.
Yeah.
So
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, nobody dies.
it's
It's not Romeo and Juliet. Sorry.
it's a play. It's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to suspend your belief. It doesn't need to be blood and guts. Although I have a fake switchblade, and I did cut the shit out of my finger.
yeah.
2 nights ago, and I had to pause because I was just dripping blood onto the floor.
So if it was a fake, how did you cut yourself?
I don't know.
Only you.
I don't know.
Only you.
And then I die in Horatio's arms, and then I cut that same hand on a rock on the floor. Why are there rocks in the church? I don't know. Okay.
Anybody's guess.
And when it's the first week where you're supposed to be off book, no one's in a good mood. So it just, it chapped my crack. I wasn't having a good night. I really didn't like it. I'm starting to have fun, but
that's good.
I'm stressed out about it.
And so is the setting anytime, any place? Are you in a particular time area in a different costumes in a typical
It's contemporary.
format? It's contemporary?
It's contemporary, but with still some nodding to the original, quote unquote, time period. So, excuse me. We have modern clothes. We know that we're somewhere in the United States. We're not using accents to be
to be a specific place.
in Denmark or in England or anything like that. So you can glean together that it is modern folks who have too much money and too much time on their hands. And that's where a lot of the conflict comes from, is selfishness, is power. We are also focusing on drug and alcohol use and abuse. So with the show being from Horatio's memory, it's kind of, you can put together that maybe he's in some sort of a non-meeting when he starts off the show. He actually starts off the show, which is different than other productions where it's two guards talking to each other. It's actually him. I don't want to spoil it. It's fine. I'm going to spoil it. But the end of the show then would be cyclical into the beginning of the show.
Gotcha.
So beginning of the show, and then you'll put that together when we get to the end. So it's him going in and out of his memory of these events that he is watching unfold again in his mind's eye, and using smoking, like cigarettes, to cope with it, alcohol use, some other drugs. There are other, like Gertrude, Hamlet's mom, is a wino. She's constantly drinking. Hamlet is afflicted as well, so that's where the question of madness comes in. Is it because you are really drunk, or you're really hungover and that's why you're acting this way? What is it? So that's where that comes in. There will be some smoking on stage, but nothing crazy. But if you're sensitive, wear a mask.
But they're probably herb cigarettes, right?
Yep.
The herbal
Yeah, they're the
stage
fake ones.
cigarettes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. They used to be so terrible, and now they're really good. So Brent and I will have a cigarette when we are in rehearsals, and we go outside and we smoke an herbal cigarette together and go back in. It's lovely. They taste great. And then you don't feel bad because you're not smoking a cigarette.
So, do you play Hamlet androgynously, or do you play it is it just Stacey Garbarsky up there playing Hamlet?
Yeah. I think it's really neat how gender and pronouns and how we can perceive that either can be a big deal or not a big deal. Mm-hmm. Pronouns matter. Identity matters. We know this. It's 2025. This is nothing new. But there is nothing to really gain by me trying to look like a man when that doesn't feel pertinent. Like the pronouns of using like he, him, his, being referred to as a son, being told I'm unmanly by my uncle father, who marries my mom. It doesn't matter. So you can look at me the way that I present, how assigned female at birth, and use those pronouns and use those words, and it doesn't change anything about the character or about me or my performance in it. I also think too that there is a type of anger and background and style and just all of these tools that I have inside me that make me a really good Hamlet. So, yeah. There's also, and I don't really feel like unpacking my own gender identity because I don't know if I really want to. But there is something euphoric about having different pronouns used for me, even if it's for me as me playing a character. So it either feels good or it doesn't matter to me.
So did they in the script, did they change it to they them, or is it always referred to as he for the male characters and she for the female characters?
Yep. Yeah. And Laertes, played by Julia, that is Ophelia's brother. We didn't change pronouns for anyone or anything. So Ophelia is played by Maddie O'Keefe, she, her, hers. But the gender bending, I don't know if that's still a term that's being used. It just isn't.
I think gender fluid more.
Yeah, sure.
It is what it is.
It just doesn't
playing a male part or
it doesn't
female
matter.
playing a male
Yeah,
part.
It really doesn't matter at all.
But I will say though that for some folks in maybe their adaptation of the show or other Shakespeare pieces or other classic pieces, it does matter. But in this not mattering for us is also a statement because everything is political, but it's not the focus. But I also don't blame folks if they come into the show and they're like, wait, what's happening? Like, I don't understand. Hopefully they can remove it from their mind because it doesn't affect anything for what we're doing.
Because it's still the words, it's still the play.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who's playing. It's like, but that perfect example was when you did Hamilton. It's like these aren't the characters that we know that we read in the history books, and they're not
Right.
played by people that we're going to think, oh, wait a minute.
Right.
You can't have you can't have African American, or you can't have Latinos, and you can't have people playing these people who are really live people.
Yeah.
But you just don't think about that.
Yeah.
It's done so well that you're dealing with what you're seeing in front of you, being presented in front of you.
Yeah.
By people who make those characters come alive.
Yes, and some Shakespeare nerds know as well that these characters were played by men or young boys
Right.
for the female characters for a myriad of reasons. And I think there's something to say too about who is bending these characters. So if I am playing the role that's normally done by a cisgender white man, it's not the same thing as like a cisgender white man going and playing a role that's typically done by a black woman, one who has more power in the situation in these societies. And also, quite frankly, I am some of the best roles are only for men, and I'm sick of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I hope what I'm saying is making sense, because the power imbalance, who has it and who's subverting it. Because people like to use that argument as well, like, oh, well, why can't I play this character? And then you're missing the point. Like, I don't. If you have to explain to someone what the patriarchy is, what racism is, all of those things, because they're all connected, then they're not ready to have that conversation.
But that's the great thing about theater.
Yeah.
Is because you can have those questions when you go in, and you see something presented to you like that. You may change your perspective of something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, why couldn't this person play this role? Or why can't I play that role? And, it's like that's what's wonderful about drag. It's like, you give you an opportunity to say, I will never ever play, Hairspray. It's like, yes, I could.
Yeah.
It's like because those things have been broken down in the theater as saying you can play whatever the character is as long as it's credible, it's believable, and it's presented in a way of like it shouldn't make any difference.
Sure.
What the gender really was originally intended or written for.
And I think too we can recognize that there's always exceptions to the rule of like, oh, whoa, that choice was wild. Like, yes, anyone could play anything, but there's going to be some exceptions that are like offensive.
Well, of course,
right?
Yes,
We know
yes,
this.
yes, I would never recast myself in Dreamgirls. It's just you don't cross those lines. It's like
Right.
same thing we had this discussion with doing Mikado, with Savoyers. It's like, yes, it's one of their better known pieces, but it's really kind of racist and horrible when you put you put white people and you make them look like they're Asian American, which is the way it's been done for years and years and years, but now it's just not politically correct. Yeah. So it's like, you have to come up with other ways to be able to present the piece,
Right.
and not being in that way. It's that you just cast it. You do like grant. The nice thing is because it's in public domain, you can switch things around.
Sure.
Doesn't have to take place in Japan. Doesn't have to take place in England. Doesn't have to take place in Scotland. Doesn't have to take place in the places where it's been traditionally done.
Right.
And if you don't have the characters, to portray that, then you make it work for your style, which I think is a great way for theater to be experienced.
I got the vibe that you wanted to say something, and I think I kept talking. Do you
No.
have anything to say?
I really want to play Lady Macbeth one day. So
Hell, no, shut up. You told me you wanted to play Macbeth.
yeah, but now I want to do Lady Macbeth.
And why do you want to play Lady Macbeth?
She's got some cool monologue.
Yeah, no, hell yeah. Yeah, and like we even had talks of in casting with Gertrude who could play that. Doesn't have to be a woman, like Hamlet's mom, Hamlet's parent. So a lot of things were left up to interpretation of who shows up, who do we have, highlighting the things that matter to us and the things that don't so much. And we have a really diverse cast as well of different gender identities, sexualities, race, just a lot of different folks.
It's nice to see that on the Bartel stage too, because you don't see it very often of a bunch of mixed group of people. So it's kind of nice that we're bringing that to the Bartel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally. Yeah. Where don't know. We're really lucky. We're having,
We got such a good cast.
lucky.
We have so many talented people. Like Madison is so full of talented people, and I think we got a lot of them in our cast.
Yeah, except for that one guy.
Yeah, Hamlet.
Oh my god. What a fucking hack. God, shut up already. Jeez. I know. I look at my lines every day and I'm like, when do I shut up? Why? The fuck am I talking? God damn. It's fun. I'm having a great time.
You're doing great.
Thank you very much.
And you still have 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
You have 2 more weeks of suffering before you actually get in front of an audience.
Yes. Well, that's when the fun happens, right? Is when
Well,
you
it's true.
finally get through
Yes.
all of the shit. And the last time I did a show like this in my mind was when I did Ionesco's Rhinoceros, and I
You're
played.
so good in that.
Thank you. That was something, a show that I did where I presented how I do. The character had he, him pronouns, and it just didn't really matter. So that for me awakened something in regards to like how I approach gender with myself as well as on stage. And the first time I played a character before Rhinoceros was we did Caucasian Chalk Circle in college, which is by Brecht, and David Frank, may he rest in peace, from American Players Theatre, directed it, and he cast me as the character Azdak, who was a really shitty man, and it just that's where all of that started for me, where I can play these different roles and I don't need to assume a beard, I don't need to change my voice. I can look how I do and it still feels good.
Plus, you were an awesome Christopher Crawford in the first show you did for me, my dear.
That's
Where you played a little 10-year-old boy.
Well, yeah, that counts as well.
It does count as well.
I was thinking of just straight plays.
Oh, and that is not a straight play by any stretch of the imagination.
in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, those are really fun shows. I feel like I've talked enough. What?
Okay, so Matt, so what's next for you? What's on your radar after this is put to bed?
The Panto coming up.
Uh-huh.
And it's written by Doug Reed this year.
Oh,
and
hell yeah.
From what I've seen already, it's hilarious.
And what is it? You had the title?
I forget the title. It's about Green Bay, though.
Oh.
So there's going to be a lot of Wisconsin references.
Okay.
In the spring, we're doing Three Penny Opera. It's directed by Sean Langenecker.
Boy, nobody's done that in a long time in this town.
And I don't want to spoil too much because Sean showed me some of like the background work, and what he's working on right now. It's going to be really special. We're going to have like a bunch of musicians. We're talking about movable parts on stage. It's going to be really, really cool. And we have some good singers that we're trying to nudge people to. So if anyone can sing, please come audition for us because we're looking for some really.
And how soon are the auditions for that?
In a couple months. I don't think we have a set date yet for it.
And that's 2026? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think April. Yeah.
April.
But from what I've seen so far, it's going to be really crazy. That's awesome. I think Sean's going to take some really big chances with this one.
Cool.
And you know Sean, like Sean,
I
always takes big chances, and I think he's going to hit it out of the park with this one.
And what's going on with I'm going to change. I'm going to take a little left. What's going on with Are We Delicious?
So the next thing for Are We Delicious will actually be at Madison College, and it's called Scare We Delicious. But when you read it, yeah, it's cute. So auditions for that will be coming up this month. I am directing it, and it'll be different Halloween season vignettes written and performed by the mostly students at Madison College.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. And is it going to be in the big theater?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I just work there. I have some paperwork to sign still, I guess, before I can say that. But yes, I think it may be in the studio. It doesn't matter.
Okay. No, it doesn't matter. I just
whatever works.
Right.
Wherever.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Wherever they want us. So that's really cool. Are We Delicious? We just did Aqua Tofana, and it's Are We Delicious? So it was a new work and it was very well received. So we are going to workshop it a little bit more, and then we're looking to take it to a fringe festival or two in 2026.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes.
And have you've done shows at My Arts, haven't you? Hasn't Are We Delicious been at My Arts?
Yes, we have.
And is that space still available to you? to use as well?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to rent it. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We were part of Broom Street's last season, and we still use Broom Street's space, but not part of the season, but like as like a renter. So we don't have a set home at this moment. No worries. Wherever it takes
Whoever will
us.
have you, honey.
Exactly.
Whoever will have you.
Well, I suppose. Hell yeah.
So tickets are on sale now, I'm assuming, yes. At the Bartel.
Yeah.
And you open 2 weeks from this Friday?
So the 19th.
The 19th.
And we close October 4th.
Well, that's our birthday weekend.
Oh.
Hello. Hello.
I know. It'll be Wednesday of Tech on my birthday, September 17th.
If anyone wants to bang
Virgo season.
Are you a Virgo too?
Venmo me a beer. Libra.
September 30th. So
Oh, so
technically,
you're on the,
right on the
other
cusp.
cusp.
Yeah, right
You're
on
on
the
the
cusp.
Libra
We have so
cusp.
many birthdays in our show. It was just our director's birthday. It is Allie Rader's birthday today.
Oh, gotta send
She
her a
plays Guildenstern. It's my birthday coming up. I don't know. I can't think of a better way to celebrate my birthday, but I kind of wish I could like drink during the day, but I can't.
Yeah,
because I gotta go to tag.
There'll be a special
But
Hamlet performance that night.
yeah.
It'll be like, don't they do drunk Shakespeare?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the thing where
Well-
the actors like drink heavily and they,
Yeah,
and they
come
try
on,
to do a
sis.
Shakespeare play?
No, please don't.
That's true,
No, I mean,
too,
that's the
so-
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That really is the thing.
I'd love
That's
to see
what people
that
do.
get brought back.
That'd be amazing. Yeah.
I heard it's a pain in the ass for the stage manager, though.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
I couldn't take that job.
Well, because
no.
it's one person who's drunk and then everyone else is
Oh, is that what it is?
sober.
Oh, I thought everybody was drunk.
That'd be amazing. That'd be really fun. That'd be so fun. But no, yeah, if you want to Venmo me, it's my first and my last name, and I'll buy a beer that night. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, and it's my grandpa's birthday next week. He'll be 95.
Wow,
Yeah.
congratulations.
I know. Old as fuck. Holy shit, Don.
Oh, damn.
It's Virgo season. So yes, tickets are on sale. And a lot of people are coming to opening night. So don't do that. Come to other nights. Spread the wealth a little bit. One of my childhood best friends, who I haven't seen in like a decade, is coming opening night. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, really cool. Really, really cool.
Awesome.
I can't wait.
We love it. So thank you so much for taking this wonderful Saturday to come over and talk about this amazing production.
Yeah, I'm missing my Badger game.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, no.
Darn.
Ah,
Darn.
shut.
Really, shut up. So, Hamlet at the Bartel, Mercury Players Theatre, opens on the 19th of September. Get your tickets now. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Ben. And thank you, Matt. And thank you, Stacy.
Thank you,
thank
Mike.
you.
And
This has been
we'll
great.
see you in 2 weeks. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.